Hey everyone, welcome to another awesome Flutter tutorial where we will show you how to integrate AI in Flutter using two powerful API, Gemini API and Stability.ai API. With this API, we'll build three exciting projects to showcase the potential of AI in Flutter app. The first project is an AI chatbot powered by Gemini API where you can interact with API with AI by asking the question and getting meaningful response. You can ask any type of question and you can easily interact with AI just like your friend or just like the ChatGPT. And the second project is an image description bot. This uses Gemini API to analyze upload image and provide the insight like identifying object, place or generating a summary of this image. By using this image, you can just identifying any type of image or describing any type of image. Finally, using Stability AI will create an AI image generator that let you generate a stunning image by simply entering a prompt. Through this project, you will see how integrating AI can enhance the functionality and engagement of your Flutter app. Let's dive in and explore the exciting world of AI powered Flutter development. Let's start the complete video and learn something new. After this complete demo of our today's video, let's continue the first video. First, you need to add this package stability image generator. Here you can see this is currently 0.0.4 version is available. Add the latest version. Just add this package. Nothing need to set up for this package. After you have successfully add this package in your pubspec.yml file, here you can see I have just add this package. Ignore the remaining all for this tutorial. And after this, you need to go to the Stability AI website and just create the account. Account creation process is just simple. You can create your account just by continuing with Google. And after that, get started with API. Here you can see Stability AI developer platform. Here is the documentation section. 25 credit is freely available. And here is the API references section. After you have click on API reference, here is the generator and stable image core. Stable image core, our primary service for text to image generation. Stable image core represent the best quality achievable at the higher speed. No prompt engineering is required. If you want to learn more about AI generation, AI text to image generation and more, you can read this documentation. Here is the some case is also available. You can just read it first. I'll already know all about this. And here is try it out. Grab your API key. Just click on this API key here. And one key is already here. It automatically give the one API key. And if you want a new API key, just click on create API key here. And just here you can see the new API is here. And just copy it. After you have copied this API key, get API key process is completed. Now we have first design the simple UI and then we have generate the text to image. I have already prepared all the code. Just I will show you and explain the code, which part of this code work which function. Here, controller for the input field. You can easily understand. I'll just define the one text editing controller. Instance. Here you can see instance for Stability AI for image generation. This is from the Stability image. You can see here that this is the initialization process. All the process are given is in the package and I have just stored this API key is here. I will request you not use my API key. This is the just simple process. You can create your own API key and use it. I'll store it inside the string. And the another beautiful feature of this package is it provides the different style of image. Here you can see I'll just remove this. It has provided the different type of image style. Just anime, cartoon, cyberpunk, digital painting and more. I'll just use the digital painting and I'll just set this is item to false. We have used it later. At this time I'll explain it. And the next things is function to generate the image based on the input query. This is for PNG image. This 6 line I have also copied from here. Here you can see get the image PNG format. You can copy this image and just paste it here. And I have just disposed the controller. Scaffold, I'll just put the background color, text Here you can see this text is this, and I'll just define the controller with height 55. Inside this I have designed the simple text field with hint text, enter your prompt, and in this controller I'll link this text field to the controller that I have already initialized. After this, our main logic is here. Is item, I'll just initially I'll set this as false. Here you can see I have checked if image have already generated, then show this process, and if there is no any image generated, show this text. No any image generated yet, that you have seen here. There is no any image generated, that's why no image generated yet text message is shown. I have used the future builder. It takes the future, and I'll inside this future I'll call the generator function that we have defined. This is the function that we have required for the package. Inside this function, in this builder, I have just checked it. If snapshot.connection is waiting, then show the loading indicator. Else, if snapshot has data, that means if there is any prompt, then show the image according to this prompt. If there is some other case, then show the container only. That's the logic. And in this generate image button, I have just displayed the generate and string query. In query, we have get the input text. If the input field is not empty, then show the output. Otherwise, show this message. After this all, this is just a simple process. I'll put the GitHub link is in the description. You can use my source code as well, but for your learning purpose, first do it, and after you have faced any error, then you can use it. Here we have try it. I'll try it some like monkey in the temple and generate image. You can see this is the monkey and the background is the temple background. This is just a simple process, and this is not bad image. I think this is the good image. And just try some different command. Two baby girls kissing each other. Let's try. If we are put text like this, doesn't generate. That's why we have tried some different. Man painting the wall and generate the image. You can see this is just a beautiful image. I'll put them in the thumbnail. I like this image as well. And I'll just try last image for you, remaining for you. You can try it, you can use it. What type of image you can wants to generate, generates according to your requirement. Tiger in the jungle for hunting. Let's try this hunting, or does it affect or not. You can see by this way you can generate the different type of image according to your requirement within just 100 line of code. It is 130. I'll comment out, that's why it's increased. After we have completed our first project, next we will dive into our second project, which is creating an image chatbot by the use of Gemini API key. First, let's try it, how it works. You can easily select the image from here by clicking on select an image. I'll just select the one image and select this image, and I'll prompt the message, can you describe this image, and just click on generate answer. It takes some time to generate the response. Here is the complete description of this image. It is totally the same that we have shown is in the image. Let's try on the next image. Initially, the select image button is in there. If you have select the first image, then the select new image button will be appear here. Let's try the another image, and I'll choose this image, and I'll ask the next message, which is which place is this, and again generate the answer. You can see this is the Tower Bridge in the London. By this way, you can easily interact with image chatbot. You can ask any question if you have unable to know the name of this image, if you have unable to find out the place, if you have unable to know any image, if you have unable to know any animal, you can easily find out by the use of this Gemini API key. The implementation process of this Gemini API key is simple. I will instruct you the every process. Let's start the complete video and learn something new. Let's let's start the complete video from here. First step that you have required is you need a two package, that is HTTP and file picker. You know the use of this package. We have used file picker to pick the image, and we have used HTTP for the API key to fetch data from the internet. And after you have successfully add these two packages, the next things that you have required is the Gemini API key. I'll provide the link is in the description. This is the direct link, http.aistudio.google.com/app/API key. Here I'll just create the one API key. By clicking on just create an API key, you can easily create your own API key. I'll request you not use other API key. From here, you can just copy this post request. We have used the post request. First we have prompt the message and provide the image, then we'll request for the response. You can easily create API key and copy this link from here. Now our process is start the code. I'll already prepare the complete code in this video. I'll just instruct you which part of this code work, which function, how this code work, and the remaining all. First steps, after we have successfully add the two packages and get the API key, your next steps is first just create the text editing controller. This is just easy. Many times you have defined the text editing controller. Next things that you have required is use the final keyword and give the any name and store your API. Here store your API and just replace this your API key with this exact API key. After you have replacing, next thing that you have required is first step what to do. We have first pick the image from the gallery, and this is just a simple process. This function, I'll just copy this function from this file picker. Here you can copy it, and I'll use the future keyboard and give the name pick image file picker.platform. And after you have picked the image, if result is not null, if you have picked the image, if you have picked any image, then update the state. Initially it is the blank screen with select an image. If you have just select the image just like this, then update the state and show the image. This is the function of this set state, update the state with an selected image. And after you have select the image, next things that we have required is send an image and prompt to the API and fetching a response. And you have see this button. Initially this button is not there. If you have select the first image, then there is no any process to select the next image. That's why after you have select the first image, this button will be generated. Here is the function to generate this image. If generate response, if there is no image is selected, then select the image text will be displayed. If any image is select, then show the button select image, select the new image. Inside this set state, what I have set is initially loader is true when you click on the generate image icon, and we have terminate this if the response is coming from the API. Initially we have set is true and we make it false after the response. Here prompt controller.clear, after if you have click on the generate answer button, the prompt will be clear. And response message, initially the response message will be empty. You can't see any response message here. This is the string response message, indicate if the app is waiting for the API response. Initially there is no any response. After that, inside this try catch, we have create a request payload. First the server require a data to be sent in the specific format, text plus image, for it to process your request properly. When you send the data to the server like an API, you need to organize the data into a specific structure the server can understand. This structure is called the payload. This structure can itself specified by the Gemini API key. Here the structure contain part text. This is the format that I have followed. After that, we have convert the image to base 64. What is the mean? What is the base 64? Base 64 is the way to encode binary data like an image into a string made of a readable character like letter, number, etc. Computer store an image in a binary data long sequence of 1 and 0. However, when we send the data over the internet, it is easier and safer to use a format. This is the format that we have sent the request, and after we have post the request, we use the base 64 format and it's convert into a 0 and 1. Computer only understand the machine language. In short, server and API key didn't understand the raw binary image data, but they can handle base 64 encoded data. That's why we have convert our image and text into a base 64 and request a post, and we have do the post request. Here we have do the post request, send a post request to the API, response HTTP. We have used the http.post URI.pass. This is the process that we have fetch data from the internet. Content type application.json, that is already specified here. Content type must be application JSON, and here by this way JSON encoded here. Convert request payload to a JSON. After we have post and it's convert our payload into a JSON, then it's check if status code tends to 200, pass the API response. When we send the request to the API, it responds with some data in the JSON format that we have convert request payload to the JSON, and remaining are the format. If response.status code tends to 200, then it's parse the API key. If there is any error, then it's handle and it's off the loader and show the response. This is the way that it display the response message. This is just a simple process. If you have tried, then you can easily understand. This is the functional part, remaining all are the UI part. This is the on app bar. I'll just define the image chat app. Here in the body section, I'll use the list view, and first I'll display the image display section. This section initially, if pick image tends to null, only show the container and the selected image. Select an image text inside this, and if you have already select the image, then show the select new image. This is the logic. After this, here is the simple text field, and inside this text field you will provide your prompt, and in this generate answer button, I'll just call the generate response that we have created here. Inside this, after this generate answer button, I'll just check if the response is waiting, then show the circular progress indicator, otherwise show the response. That's it. This is the format and structure, and this is the way that I have written the code. You can display it in your format, in your way. Every time I'll just try to represent the code in easiest way, shorter and the clean, that make you understand easier. Now I have already selected an image and I'll provide the prompt. Can you explain this image? If we have first we have provide the prompt and click on generate answer button. During this time it will wait and show the loader. After it's get the response, it displayed high level view of woman in the long red dress, and the remaining all are the description of this image. Let's import the new image and let's try something new. I'll use this image and I'll prompt what is this and what is this, and just generate an answer. Here is the description of the image. It is a waterfall, view of a waterfall. By this way you can easily interact with this chatbot, and if you have unable to understand something like this, I'll just import this image, and what is the name of this image of this animal, and if you ask this, it's provide the answer. I think this is the deer. It's as far as my knowledge. And what is this description? Yeah, it is the deer. And you can also do it if there is any place in the image, just like this, and if you are unable to find this, which place is this, you can ask this type of question. You can interact this, and I have already created another video where I have generated the image by the use of the prompt photograph show the Tower Bridge. By the use of this Gemini API key, I have already created the chat app. If you have time and if you have excited to learn something new, then you can also watch this video as well. After we have successfully completed our previous two projects, now our last project that we have dives into an AI chatbot by the use of Gemini API key. Let's see how it works. I have designed a simple UI. When we have asked any question, just like hi, it takes some time and he has respond. Let's try another question. Is Flutter dying? It takes some time. No, Flutter is not dying. In fact, it is one of the biggest growing mobile app. And similarly, you ask any type of question. What is the sum of 45 plus 90? 135. It's just like work as a ChatGPT and Gemini. You can easily implement this by the use of Gemini API key. After this demo, we start the step-by-step process to design this beautiful AI chatbot. Let's start.